There I was, sitting in a 2.5 hour long interview with 5 different managers asking me questions, and I wasn't terrified as I thought I would be, but I had a peace and confidence in where the Lord had brought me. I had a portfolio laid out in front of them full of experience that I had built over my 2 years that impressed them. I had communication skills to speak clearly and confidently all the Lord has grown me through. And I had a foundation of values, of knowing the calling the Lord had on my life, to speak clearly of the vision and the future I wanted. 2 years ago, I would have never imagined that this would have been me, Sophia, in an interview full of confidence and knowing the steps the Lord had for me. Hi, my name is Sophia, and I am a 2026 graduate of Vertical Immersive, and this is my story of growing here at Vertical Immersive. At my time here, I have grown personally in developing soft skills and hard skills that have set me apart as a professional. This has been done through the different classes that we've been given at Vertical Immersive, or the hands-on, personally tailored projects to whatever we believed the Lord called us into. I remember there was a day I had a meeting with the staff and I was shocked. They asked me to design and install 4 branded wall spaces at Vertical Immersive, and I had never done anything like this before. I had very little design skills, never done any spatial design whatsoever, and I did not believe I could do it, to be honest. But because of their willingness to take a risk on me and believe in me, I learned so many skills amidst that project and then apprenticeship, as well as walked away with the most powerful portfolio piece that I could have imagined. Most of all, Vertical Immersive has impacted my spiritual growth, whether it's through the discipleship classes we did of learning how to be a disciple and therefore disciple others, to learning how God has uniquely wired me, and most of all to discovering the calling and blueprint that God has for my life, all while being surrounded in a Christ-centered community that feels like family. And now, with this chapter at Vertical Immersive closing, the Lord has brought me into a new season of landing a job at one of my dream companies, Answers in Genesis, as a 3D modeler for one of their newest exhibits. And this is something I never ever could have imagined without coming to Vertical Immersive. Because of the skills and experience I built through the projects and having an incredible portfolio, to having the confidence to speak clearly and communicate well, I was able to walk in not as terrified little Sophia anymore, but as a sure-footed professional, knowing the steps that the Lord had given me and knowing that this place was where I belonged. My journey at Vertical Immersive has transformed my life in bringing faith, work, and purpose all together in the same sphere, not separate, but with the same foundation. And I believe that this is just the tip of the iceberg, and I am just one individual that God wants to use vertical life to completely transform. My journey is just one story of the impact of Vertical Immersive. And Vertical Immersive is just one part of the transformational impact God wants to do through vertical life, through helping people bring faith, work, and purpose into every sphere of their life and aligning it to be centered on Christ. And you can be a part of the legacy of eternally impacting generations to come. And all of this can be done through partnering with Vertical Life, whether it is investing your time or your wisdom or your resources. You can play a part in bringing God's kingdom one step closer to reality on earth. Click the link below to take the first step into your vertical life.